Hey guys, welcome to this week's vlog. So I have something really different today and something I hope is going to be kind of special. As you already kind of figured out from the title of the video, hopefully going to shoot some songwriting, some of my songwriting process today. So it's going to be a bit experimental, but I've got the GoPro set up and kind of all ready to go. The interesting thing about this shoot is it's kind of just throw it together and just go. So got the room set up from my most recent shoot. That was a t-shirt by Thomas Rhett, and you can check that out in the link provided. But you can see the room is kind of just set up and everything is really raw. You see I have this light kind of hanging up in the background and all the exposed hole repairs in here. I actually spent most of the day kind of recovering from a headache, and so here I am. I haven't showered yet. I haven't done anything with my hair, but that's kind of how it goes. That's what you do when you're just sitting at home and songwriting. You don't ever get ready for songwriting. You just kind of do it when you have time and when the inspiration hits. So this video is going to be a little different because I'm hoping to do minimal edits. Some of my videos are actually a little over edited, and you kind of lose a bit of the character that is normally in there, and some of the comedy, the screw ups, and various things. So I'm actually working on that. But this video I'm hoping is going to be fairly uncut. I'll probably just do some cutting when things get long, if I'm typing for long periods of time, or if I have to leave the room, or whatever. With that said, I will undoubtedly sing some terrible notes, play some wrong chords, and that's kind of the reality of it. That's what makes this so real. And it'll be interesting. I have never brought anyone in on this part of the music, on this side of my experience, and I really don't know how it's going to go. Songwriting is really hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes you'll sit down and it'll just flow, and other times you'll sit down and you'll get nothing done in the course of a few hours. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go over the tools, and I'm actually going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I've got set up here. So let me pop on over to another handy camera here, and I'm just going to kind of give you a quick scan of the setup. So I kind of just got things laid out, and I'm using the GoPro, recording into this basically just a cheap condenser mic over here, trying to pick the whole room up, so we'll see how that sounds. And then in general, I just kind of have all my gear set up and everything's just trashed, a giant mess right now. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over the tools that I physically use for writing. So first off, obviously my guitar is the key tool for me. So usually I write with an instrument, and I like to have that melodic aspect brought into it right from the beginning. There's kind of two ways that people typically go about writing. It is sitting an instrument and just kind of jamming and playing and seeing what comes out. And then there's the kind of poetic side where they'll get an idea and actually scribble down some lyrics before they have any idea of melody or chord changes or anything like that. That's a little less common for me. So typically I have my guitar or a piano readily available. The other tool I'm using in this case is my capo. The capo is great. For those of you who may not know what the capo does, is it actually just clips on the guitar. So let me just pop it on right now, and you just kind of clip it on wherever, and whatever fret you put it on, it actually changes the key of the guitar. So where normally the strings of the guitar terminate at the nut at the top, you basically change where the strings terminate. By putting this on a different fret, you shorten the strings and actually raise the pitch of all of them, thereby raising the key of the guitar. And that's really helpful when you're starting a song, because you may not necessarily know where it's going, and you could start a song in a certain key and then realize it's too low, raise it up, maybe then realize it's too high, drop it down a little bit. And rather than reworking all the chord structures on the fly and wasting inspiration time on that. You just kind of take the lazy way and shift the key around, and then you can play the same chord structures. So extremely useful tool. The other tool that I'm using, I'm not going to show you right now, but I have this up on my screen. It's where I'm getting my cheat notes from. I use Evernote. Now, I typically prefer paper and pencil for just about anything. I just like the organic feel of writing, and there's something about it. But the cool thing about Evernote is it allows me to type notes, and they are everywhere on all devices. I can bring it up on my phone, I can bring it up on a public computer at a coffee shop, whatever. The other great thing is it's backed up, so I know that things are secure, and, you know, God forbid there's a fire, all my lyrics are safe. And the last thing that is kind of cool, I don't use a ton, but it's searchable. So, whereas if I scribbled a bunch of songs in a notebook and I didn't remember what the song was called or where in the notebook it was, I could find a song by a couple of lyrics within Evernote by just typing those in. So that's great. The last tool that I'm going to talk about is my iPhone, and that is because I use the Voice Memos app. And the Voice Memos app is amazingly useful because I can pull it out at any time, and I can set it down, pick up my guitar, hit record, and record a little idea. So I literally have hundreds and hundreds of clips in this phone of song ideas. And so I will probably end up using that today. So yeah, extremely powerful tool. So with that said, I'm just going to jump right into it, and before I get too far, I'm going to go on to Evernote here, and I'm going to bring up what I have started. So I'm not starting this process from scratch today. This is much more typical writing session. You get song ideas, you know, at the gym, in the car, on the train, whatever, and you scribble something down. And so normally these writing sessions start with some kind of seed, some kind of idea. So I am going to do that. I'm going to bring up this song. Holy crap, what's it called? I usually have working titles for my songs, and they end up changing a lot because the songs evolve so rapidly. So I need to kind of figure out what I originally called this song. And it's possible that I actually didn't type anything up and it's all in the iPhone. So we'll see that too. All right, well, it turns out I do not have a notebook started or a note, rather, an Evernote started in my songs notebook. So I'm going to start one right now. And let's see. The working title currently is It Reminded Me of You. And I'm a little torn whether I should go into the backstory of this song right now. I know a lot of people really like the backstory of a song, but I'm kind of a person who, if you couldn't guess already, I have a big imagination, and I like to take a song and let it become whatever my mind wants it to become. And so I like to sometimes do that for my listeners too. I'm totally cool with someone completely misinterpreting a song of mine if it fits their life and it helps them and, you know, brings a smile to their face or helps them recover from something. So I think that's the route I'm going to go today, and this may be a great option. How about as this thing progresses, you guys leave some comments, and maybe do it a couple times. Don't wait till the very end of the video, but, you know, when you get a little hint of something, just drop a comment down below and let me know what you think it's about, what the song is about, or maybe just what a section is about. And I would be really curious to see how these things play out in your mind. So let's get into it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull up the voice memo of the very first time I tracked a little bit of this idea. And then we're going to kind of relearn that and go ahead and build upon it. Right. So once again, pre-warning, I have no idea what's in this memo. Could be some really off notes, and that puts me really on edge. I'm the kind of person who is very rehearsed. I work really hard to hone my craft to make sure it's presentable, or it's ready to be presented when it needs to be. So this is going to be a different experience for me, for sure. Okay, short clip. I think it was something that was meant to be a verse and part of a chorus. So let's check that out. Let's figure out what key it's in. One thing I will say right now is one of the goals during this session is for it to be very natural for me. That means I may have to forget that you guys are over there. So from here on out, there's a good chance that this will just be a session between me and my guitar. And so don't feel bad if I ignore you. It probably just means I'm in the zone, and hopefully I get there. So let's go ahead and figure this out. Pretty basic. Let's get the words. Material typer. Let's see. All right, very short chunk. I would drive for days, trying to get away. Bitter town that foot on you. Lay me down with the memories of you. It's an automatic, faded down blue. That didn't matter. I would drive for days to try to get away. Automated, faded dark blue. that didn't matter. Reminded me of you. Was on the train. Busted window. Maybe 102. It was an automatic fate. It was an automatic fate. I believe, but that didn't matter. Lost in the floorboards. It's on the floorboards. Lost on the floorboards. Broken mirror too. Rolled in the floorboards, broken mirror rolled too. None of that mattered, reminded me of you. Automatic, faded time blue. That matter, reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, broken mirror on two. That matter, reminded me of It was an automatic, faded dark blue. That didn't matter, reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, a broken mirror or two. But none of that mattered, reminded me of you. Rose in the floorboards, broken mirror too. None of them mattered, reminded me of you. Of you. Of you. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, record it. It was an automatic, faded dark blue. That didn't matter, reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, a broken mirror or two. None of that mattered, reminded me of you. Oh, of you.
It was in automatic fading down.
Alright, save. It was an automatic faded dark blue. Yeah, automatic faded dark blue. None of them mattered, it reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, a broken mirror or two. None of them mattered, reminded me of you. Okay, so that didn't matter, reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, broken mirror or two. Oh, yes. All right, I think I'm gonna like this. I think you guys are gonna like this too. It was an automatic faded dark blue, but none of that mattered. It reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, a broken mirror or two. You left Jesus on the dashboard to remind me what to do. It reminded me of you, of you. It reminded me of you, of you. All right, let's try to put this together. I would try for days to try to get away. Pedal down and now for don't be weak. Hear me down with your berries all through it. It was automatic, faded dark blue. None of that mattered. Reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, a broken mirror or two. You left Jesus on the dashboard to remind me what to do. It reminded me of you, of you. I would drive for days. I would drive for days. I would drive for days just to try to. I would drive for days trying to get away. Settle down now, photo Buick. Hear me down with berries all through it. I would drive for days. I would drive for days. I would drive for days to try to get away. Settle down that photo Buick. Hand me down with your mirrors all through it. It was an automatic. Alright, sorry guys. So like I said, I'm probably just going to leave you hanging out there every now and then. What I'm doing right now is I found the verse to be too much on the same level with the chorus. And this is something I tend to do a lot, is I just kind of throw out ideas and everything is kind of at an 8 or a 9 or a 10. And that makes the verses just too big. And there's not enough dynamics, there's not enough emotion. So I need to kind of bring them down so there's something to ramp up to. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to rework, instead of this, I would drive for days, try to get away. Automatic, faded dark blue. So as you can see, those are both kind of on the same level. And in fact, this isn't always a bad thing, but in this case, they're using the exact same chords, the exact same kind of strum and rhythm, and so I want to kind of differentiate them a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll kind of just start playing a different progression, just start singing, and when I find something that is at least a candidate, I bust out the iPhone, record a memo, save it, and then I can come back to it, and I just kind of just keep going. I would drive for days, try to get away. Settle down now, photo Buick. Hand me down with memories all through it. I would drive for days, try to get away. Settle down in that photo Buick. Hear me down with your mirrors all through it. It was an automatic, faded dark blue. None of that mattered. It reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, a broken mirror or two. You left Jesus on the dashboard to remind me what to do. It reminded me of you. Of you. I would drive for days, try to get away. Settle down, now for don't be it. Hear me down with your memories all through it. It was an automatic, faded dark blue. None of that mattered. It reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, broken mirror too. rust in the floorboards. Never fast, but so never fast, but oh so true. So I'm kind of struggling with the verse right now. I'm not... So these are the words that I originally had in the memo and some of the melodies and such, but I'm not that excited about them. It's not really painting the picture that I necessarily want. So let's try to fix it. I will drive for days, could never get away. I will drive for days, could never get away. I will drive for days, could never get away. I would drive for days, I would drive for days. I would drive for days, never get away. Days. I would drive for hours. I would drive for hours. I would drive for hours. Miles on County Road, Jay. "17, life's never pretty. Okay, let's see how we drive. Alright, so if you guys are curious what just happened there, was trying to piece together some lyrics, and this actually happens quite a bit, but it led me to another idea that I'm not going to discuss right now, maybe another video. But it spawned an idea for another song. So I jumped over to a new note here in Evernote, and I'm going to be typing up some ideas. Just bear with me. I'll drive for hours, county road trip. When you're still growing up, life's never pretty. Life's never pretty. I'll drive for hours, county road trip. When you're still growing up, life's never pretty. When your world's blowing up, when your world's blowing up, when you're still growing up, life's never pretty. When life's blowing up, when your life's blowing up, when your life's blowing up, when your life's blowing up. You need living in and living in, living in an nitty-gritty. I would drive for hours, county road trip. When you're still growing up, life's never pretty. When your life's growing up, living in the nitty-gritty. When your life's growing up, living. When your life's growing up, living. When your life's growing up, living in the nitty-gritty. Alright, so another thing that often happens is you kind of just get into the flow of things, and you have ideas rolling, but the ideas and the images don't necessarily present themselves in words that really fit or are good enough to use. But a lot of times something just comes out, and so I type those up, and there are a lot of things I don't like, but they just fit so that I can sing through it and move on, and I'll return to those later. So that's kind of a little bit of what's going on right now. So I got a line that I'm not a big fan of, or I kind of like, but it's not coming out quite right. So I'm just going to keep it in there for now and try to move on to the next part of this verse. When you're still growing up, life's never pretty. When your life's growing up, living in the nitty-gritty. Oh, and I don't need that memo going for 2 minutes, so let's kill that. All right. So, when you need a little time, you need to get through it. For wheels and wheels ain't the road. I'll drive for hours. County roads, yeah. We used to growing up, life's never pretty. When your life's growing up, living in the nitty-gritty. When you need drive for hours. When you need a little time. When you need a little time. Hold the rope and clear your mind. Alright, so rewriting the verse and pasting the old one at the bottom, because I always like to retain all of the ideas and all the thoughts, even if they're just the random things that came out of my mouth without thinking of them when I first came up with the idea. So another thing you can hear is I'm kind of struggling with the melody on the verse, but I'm going to try to play a little bit of this through now. I would drive for hours, county roads, yeah. When you're still growing up, life's never pretty. When your life's growing up, living in the nitty-gritty. When I need a little time, know the road can clear my mind. Okay, that's does not fit the structure at all. The road can clear my mind. I know the road can clear my mind. Slam the door and drive. County road, yeah. Slam the door and drive. I know the road can clear my mind. I know. I know the road can clear my mind. Slam the door and drive. I know the road can clear my mind. Slam the door and drive. Pedal down, never don't do it. Hear me down. All through it, it was an automated, faded talk to. None of that mattered. It reminded me of you. The rust in the floorboards, never fast but true. Never fast, rust in the floorboards, never fast but also true. You left Jesus on the dashboard to remind me what to do. It reminded me of you. Of you. Okay. I like some of it. Still having the same problem where the verse is kind of on the same level with the chorus. And I'm not sure if that requires a rewrite of the melody, different chord structures. It might just be a matter of me figuring out how to perform it, to put the dynamics in there. I would drive for hours. County Road J, when you're still growing up, life's never pretty. When your life's blowing up, living in the nitty gritty. I know a road can clear my mind. Slam the door and drive. Pedal down, therefore don't do it. Hear me down, with your memories all through it. It was an automatic, faded dark blue. None of that mattered, it reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, never fast but true. Left Jesus on the dashboard to remind me what to do. It reminded me of you. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? This, I guess, would be a great time to maybe take a break and jump down to the bottom and leave me some comments. So I've said this in other videos about my videos, but now I'm going to say this about the music because this is extremely important. So art is, yeah, it's in the hands of the artist, but to me as a musician, I don't have an ego. I don't sit down and think, what can I do to make me look good, to sound good? Or better yet, I don't sit down and say, what can I do that I'm going to like? Now, of course, it's important that I like what I sing and I have fun and I enjoy it and I have passion for it. But my biggest goal with everything I do is to make something that is enjoyable for you. So like I said, take a moment, maybe even pause the video. I would love if you guys could gather your thoughts and let me know what you think. Not only maybe give me an idea of what you think the plot is, what the story is, or what it means to you would be the ideal. But what do you think? What do you think of these melodies? What do you think of the chords? Are you guys finding that you have the same difficulty differentiating the verse from the chorus? So the chorus being automatic, faded dark blue, ending in it reminded me of you. So can you differentiate that enough from the verse? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's great. Maybe it's different. Maybe it all needs to be thrown in the trash. Who knows? But that's kind of the process. That's the beauty of it. You are the most important part of the process. And so your feedback is extremely important to me. So like I said, take a moment, gather your thoughts, leave some comments, and I'm gonna kind of keep going here. So, if I leave this as is, it's going to need another verse. I think what I'm going to do now, and what I normally do, is move on to the other sections of the song. And so I feel like a bridge would be great. So I'm going to kind of play around with that a little bit. Reminding me of you. When everything escapes. times you left behind. Thought we'd always have. We're young, nothing changes. We'll all relive the past. Of you and the times we left behind, thought we'd always have. When we're young, nothing changes. Slowly we relive the past. It happens fast. Bridge. And the times they leave behind, we thought we'd always have. When you're young, nothing changes. Slowly you relive the past. It happens fast. Okay, so I got an idea, something put down. Feel like it's a little cliche, but I'm gonna stick with it for now. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try to play through most of this, and for now at least, we'll wrap this video up. So we'll see. I would travel for hours, county road J, and you're still growing up. Life's never pretty when your life's blowing up, living in the nitty gritty. I know the road can clear my mind. Slam the door and drive. Pedal down, therefore don't beware. Hear me down with your memories all through it. It was an automatic, faded dark blue. None of that mattered. It reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, never fast but true. You left Jesus on the down. it reminded me of you. And the times we leave behind, thought we'd always have. When you're young, nothing changes. Slowly you relive the past. It happens fast. I would drive for days to try to get away. Settle down, therefore the Buick. Hear me down with your memories all through it. It was an automatic, faded dark blue. None of that mattered. Me of you, rust in the floorboards, never fast but true. Left Jesus on the dashboard to remind me what to do. It reminded me of you, of you. So yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Once again, probably sound like a broken record, but I'm really excited to hear your comments and your thoughts. This is really different for me, and of course, as I'm saying this, nothing has been uploaded yet. You know, I still have the chance to pull the plug, but it's interesting. You know, I've never shared this part of the process with anyone. I very much polish it and have it perfect before presenting it to the world kind of person. But I really care, like I said, about what you guys think. And your input is so important to me. So I'm trying to get over that whole thing, obviously, because I look like a wreck. The room is trashed. And I'm playing a song that is, I guess, minutes old. But I think this will be cool. It'll be a fun experiment, and I think it'll be awesome having you guys in on this part of the process. So I'm going to play with this more. Hopefully next time I'll be able to give you an even more in-depth view of the process. I've got a few dozen song ideas in here that need working on. And my plan, as with everything in life, is I just want to start documenting it. I think it's a super cool way to interact with you guys, and I hope you agree. And I'm really excited about all of this. So thank you again for being here on this journey. I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button, leave a comment, and more than anything, jump over some of my other videos, the songs, the covers, find your favorite one or favorite two, and share them on Facebook, or send them to your friends, and try to maybe get a few extra subscribers for our little community here. Every extra subscriber I get helps me move toward this big kind of non-established goal, but of making all of this stuff more permanent. And the more subscribers I get, the more comments and likes. Like I said in the past, I know they seem like minor issues maybe to viewers, but to me, it shows me that you guys care, and it shows other people that what I'm doing is valid. always use this example of when I was buying my camera. I checked out a ton of reviews, and something very interesting happens. You could come across someone who really doesn't know all that much about what they're talking about, but if they have a lot of likes and a lot of subscribers and a lot of comments, suddenly in your subconscious you start processing their video and their opinion and what they're doing as more valid than someone who has more technical knowledge but who has less likes and less comments and less subscribers. And I hope it's never the case that people only follow me and watch my stuff because a ton of other people do it, but it definitely helps plant the seed. It gets people interested, and so every extra subscriber I get, extra like and comment, helps me to invest more time in this. So if we can build our community even bigger, then I can start contributing more. Right now, I know I have this is a very unannounced schedule, and I need to make a channel intro and talk about this, but I'm making one music video every week, and I'm releasing on Friday, and I'm making one vlog every week and releasing that on Tuesdays. I'm hoping that we can maybe double that soon. We'll see. But that's all dependent on this community growing, and so I am just talking my face off, and probably you're bored. So hit that subscribe. Share this stuff with your friends. I would love if you guys could get me some extra subscribers so that, like I said, we can build this community and have more of this time together. That's it. We're going to end the video. As usual, I'm going to leave links somewhere in this frame. So click on these and watch the other videos. And until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. I would drive for days, trying to get away. Better town. Drive for hours, County Road J, and you're still growing up. Life's never pretty when your life's blowing up, living in the nitty gritty. I know the road can clear my mind. Slam the door and drive. Pedal down, therefore don't beware. Hear me down with your memories all through it. It was an automatic, faded dark blue. None of that mattered. It reminded me of you. Rust in the floorboards, never fast but true. You left Jesus on the dashboard to remind me what to do. It reminded me of you. And the times that leave behind, thought we'd always have. Changes, slowly you relive the past. It happens fast. And I would drive for days to try to get away. Settle down and therefore the Buick. Hear me down with your memories all through it. It was an automatic, faded dark